Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars, week 70, day 2. So today, we are of course going to be doing Brown Guild War Day. We do have a pet battle, but I don't need any more copies of it. Actually, fun fact, Mimic was the first one we ever maxed out because we actually bought it up a bunch because it was gold bonus. But yeah, definitely do it for the free battle, but I guess we might just pick it up for food if nothing else, but we obviously don't need any more copies of it. So that's that. Nothing good off adventure board other than I guess a little bit of diamonds. Well, how many does I get? 15? No, 20. No, 25 actually for a ultra rare. That's I guess not too bad. Top of the fact that that's actually more than the daily thing. But those will of course be some free class XP. Do you want to get some Archmagus hero class XP today? Of course we still have time, but I need to get that max before Saturday, ideally before Friday, so we can of course cover purple Guild War teams for Archmagus, so we can actually finally go over to hero class. And other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Get some EXP, go to Brown Guild War, go from there. But anyways, hello everyone, hope all of you have been having a wonderful day. Hello Jefferson, hello Mehmet, hello Steve, hello Barbara, hello Jellybean. Actually, let me go zoom in here too, just so I can actually see you guys a little bit better. There we go. Move that there, move that there, move that there. Let's see. Also, I didn't even notice. Apparently, another month has gone by because the little icon next to your name has upgraded. But yeah, that thing just keeps going up. I think the next one's like the bronze medal thing. I had it so it would go from epic, legendary, and mythic to bronze epic, silver epic, and then gold epic. But anyways, let's go and get into Guild Wars now. So head over to Guild Wars, go to there, go to attack. As far as our current defense are going, we are at 3-8 and 2-7. I'm just kind of surprised that Yagwe did worse, Yagwe Queen of Tanya combo. I did though. Though I did set it to magic instead of HP. I probably should have set it to HP, but oh well. Too late for that. Yeah, I just have it set to HP the whole time. So that could have tweaked how well it did slightly, since it actually does do better with HP than magic. But yeah, that did okay. We'll see how the rest of them goes, and hopefully actually set the right medals. It's always annoying because since you can't set it per team, you do have to make sure, like before you go to bed, that you have the right medal set. Otherwise, you're going to not have the bonus until you notice. Anyways, I just didn't notice. But anyways, let's go and do Guild Wars then. I hate these menu because I always go out of it. Any of these that have like these multi-screen menus, I always feel the need to click the back button because I'm just like so used to, oh, I go in another thing, just click back to go back, but then it brings you all the way out of this whole section. It always confuses me some. It makes sense, but still. Anyways, we're still 5-0. Not that high of a score the other day, but still 5-0 nonetheless. Hopefully we can keep that up. I believe we're right in the middle of the bracket. Yep, pretty much right at dead center. Pretty much tied for the dead center of this bracket. But let's go and fight this thing out. So, Brown Guild War. As far as our option today, I'll probably just go with, do we need a tweak? I don't think we have an alternative this week. We might go with this. I've kind of been needing to tweak it. I've used this as a hard counter because a lot of people, for whatever reason, like using Yagwe Queen of Tanya today. The main reason for that, well, there's a reason for it. Tapon converts all brown to red and is a quick hard counter for brown. It's one of the reasons why I use it as my defend team today as well. So yeah, that might be one of the other reasons. But it's Vashtagon with its 25% spell reduction ends up working out pretty decently as a counter there for whenever we need to deal with any Yagwe Queen of Tanya combos. Because there's not too many spell reduction troops we can really get into it. Of course, we could build around Queen of Tanya, and I have in the past. However, I've kind of opted away from that just because I felt like it's been a little bit too inconsistent. But let's go see how this scores again. I still feel like I do want to switch this team eventually. But as it currently stands, I guess it's fine for now. Though we are going to change our banner if we are going to be running like this. I think we're just going to go into pure attack, oddly enough, just to make sure Iron Gut works a little bit better from our starting board. Could also 20% mana start, but I do believe I want to go all in on attack here. Let's see, we'll go with that. I don't know, maybe we should go 20%. Either or will kind of work here. The only main reason I don't want to go 20% is our hero is already going to have half mana start. And that into Mountain Crusher will already kind of get us going a bit. But it would still make these two go a little bit quicker. I believe they would both start with 4 or 5 mana each. But for now, I think we will just go with the attack. And then we'll have to deal with them. Let's see, what's his attack value right now? 67%? And be 63 without it. 63 is still pretty high. Yeah, 20% does give us, like, what? Let's even just say that's 5 mana each. That is, 15 mana just for having a 20%. Putting it that way actually makes it seem relatively high. You know what? I am actually going to put 20% on. Though, if we ever don't get an Iron Gut Devourer, I'm blaming it on that 4 attack. Or lack thereof. I guess we'll do it that way. I don't know. Either way, it kind of seems like we do and don't need it. But for now, I guess we'll just run it with 20%. I'm pretty sure every other day, week I've ran it with 20%. Or I should say every other month. There's one brown team that can 100% counter Yagway team. Is there? I'm trying to think of what that might be. Whatever it is, it has to be really quick. There's a lot of pretty quick teams out there, though. Though, of course, not everything you fight on this day is Yagway. A lot of it is, but not everything. Does that kill? No. I hate that you don't have automatic boost ratio. Let's see. He does retroactively do his boost ratio. So I'm just trying to figure out how much life that is. That divided by 3. That comes out to, what, about 111, a little over 111. That into his own current HP. I think that's enough to kill right now. No, it's a little short. Is it? Hold up. 38. 115 or so. And then 53. That should be enough damage right now. There we go. I didn't want to do exact math. But it looked like it was close enough to get the kill, and it was. 1 down. Do that 4 more times. Daughter of Ice? Yeah, you could anti-empower it. That would work. And then just feed into manas. Speaking about Yagway Queen of Tanya, hello. Let's see, we'll take that down. Grab our mountain. As long as this gets us going, we should be fine. And it did not, unfortunately. We'll have to go for another mountain. Almost using Frost Mage here might even be a good idea, too. Just to make sure it doesn't loop as much. What are you doing, almost dying? Okay, Iron Gut, you need to not miss. Good job. Okay. I guess we go for another mountain. This is dangerously close to death, though. Iron Gut, you need 1 more Devourer real quick. Can you please go get that? Would be great. Good. Dead. I do love this combo, though. It's like the only time I ever use Vashtogon. If I ever get rid of this team, when will we ever use Vashtogon again? The only problem is it gets really hard countered by the immediate convert that they have when he converts all brown to red. It's the only really big issue here. No, we'll take that for now. Luckily, I got full mana off the Cascade. We can also grab this here. I want that over for now. Grab a... Oh, gosh, I don't even have any mountain that we could do there either. I think we just go for blue at this point. And just hope for, like, triple red. No, but that's obviously not going to happen. Oh, you know what? We can actually Cascade blue, go double blue. Get that man over to Iron Gut. Okay, is it worth mountaining? There's only 3 on the board. However, it overwrites Red Storm, and for that reason alone, it's almost worth doing. So you know I am going to do it. Nothing else just to get rid of the Storm. We're having a bit of a mana issue here, aren't we? Mostly because this board is giving us like 0 browns. I guess we just take this blue, hope it surges, go from there. We can also do this, see if we have any good... I'd expect with this much red on the board, we'd have at least one place that we could go use this ability. I do not see one, though. I see where we can get a triple. It's not enough to go all the way, though, with that drop. Trying to see if we have anything else hiding anywhere. How far does that go down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not worth it either. I think I just take this blue then, for now. And we'll probably Obsidious next turn if we don't have a good option. Because that will give us full mana anyways. Plus we might have an option off of Sky. Well, given that we have Red Storm, I guess we can do it over here. And do it in like this general area and hope for a good Cascade. Nope, we didn't get anything out of it. But let's go Iron Gut this thing, hopefully not miss, and then probably take a brown. Oh, it missed. The struggle. Alright, we'll take a brown for now. Let him do his thing. He's going to get a bit of damage there, which is going to lower our score down. Should have something that we could take here. We don't have a Cascade for it. We can just stick to mana, though. And we're probably going to have to Mountain. Yeah, I don't have a good move over there. We'll stick that for now. That doesn't really give us anything, so we're going to probably have to Mountain. Since we don't have Obsidious either, and there's no point casting that yet. Unless we're just going to kill off Obsidious or something. We can go for this again, which I'm kind of going to have to, just because we don't have another option at the moment. Okay, that gets us kind of going. Please don't miss twice in a row. Good. Mountain, are you worth it? No, only one. That is usable. So at this point, we might as well go for an Obsidious and just hope we double tap. Is there anywhere we can extra turn off a Cascade? I feel like there normally is some way we could possibly do something with this explosion. Just so hard to tell because of how many options it could be used for. But from what I can tell right now, there is not one. Not one that I can see. So we'll probably pass on it then and just go oh, never mind. There's only one thing. Oh, you know what? I'm probably going to have to do it just for board clear then. Fail. Let's see. Where's our highest chance for extra turn then? If we are going to bother doing this. I really do not see one. Yeah, we can't bring that too low enough. That one won't do anything. There's not that many double twos next to each other. Like, that's not going to go low enough. Those two reds to anything. Like, that's what you mostly have to look for is groups of twos when you're using this ability. There's a bunch of twos into ones. Which does not work for what we need right now. I'm not even sure where I want to use this, to be honest. I did not see a good option. Where's 4 times yellow? I did not see a 4 yellow anywhere here. Let's see. There's single yellow. This does not bring them low enough. And where else is there? I see 3 yellow and I see, yeah, that's it. 3 yellows. I could give it an extra turn if I wanted to. Oh, there was a couple turns ago, my bad. Okay, we're just gonna do it there. Oh, as I literally just gave him the 4 times. I just said that too. As I give it to him. I didn't realize that was the exact spot would to give it to it. Fail. I am so bad at using that ability. It's not one you use that often. It's pretty, actually, it's not that straightforward, but it's just a really weird shape for me for whatever reason. Like, I can use a 3x3 very well. That 5x5 just always gets me, though. Just a bit of a weird shape. Or at least I perceive it as a weird shape. What is my team's average mana cost? Well, it depends what I'm doing. For Guild Wars, it does tend to be a little bit higher. What card is in my second position? Vashtagan. You probably see me almost never using it because this team right here is pretty much the only instance I ever do. It's normally synergized with a Iron Gut for multiple reasons, but on paper its traits are like among some of the better in the game. But it's kind of like a weaker version of Black Beast, even though Black Beast is an ultra rare. I know that doesn't make any sense, but it basically is, just with better traits. But it devours an ally, however, that does not bypass barrier. And then if it does get to devour, it replaces them with a random daemon. And it deals a bunch of true damage and scatters that true damage and is boosted by his life. The one thing to keep in mind is that life boost ratio does happen immediately. So whatever you do end up devouring, you do get the immediate effect of whatever their stats are. Yeah, we might retire this team. It's the only instance we ever use Vashtagon for the most part. The other reason for Vashtagon is Curse. That's like one of his biggest options. He has Impervious into a Curse option. Every brown he takes a random Curse. We'll grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that. Probably Mountain here. And hope we get lucky. What do we need here? Probably brown more so than anything. He's not going to tape on us yet. However, he has a really good alignment down there, which I should probably stop in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, maybe we will go try a the ice method next time, because it would be great to have a red counter to this team. Something I don't normally run against it. However, the entire team is based on red. As much as we're based on brown, it is based on red. Which is very much so. Okay, well, it's going to take a brown here. I'll give us Iron Gut. He'll survive off of barrier. We go devour that. Of course you don't devour. That's actually just slightly problematic, this battle. The other battle wasn't as bad. This battle, different. Okay, can we do anything to go get that? Yes, I can go do this right over here and do it for bare minimum to go drag it down. So we need to do it right here, and that'll give us Skull. There we go. Unfortunately, it did not hit him correctly to actually kill. But we'll go for this Explode. That gets us a bunch of things. We then Iron Gut you. Good. And that should be enough damage to wipe. And I should probably double check, but yeah, it is. It's probably more than enough. Which obviously it was. There we go. How's the score so far? It's scoring, yeah, it's scoring a little bit low. Actually, it looks like we're on path to score 9,000, 9,100. Which is a bit lower than we'd want. I don't know, maybe we'll go mess around with some teams that do use the ice. Would be nice to have a red counter, because they're going to tape on this turn. And then we just use ice to go and counter the red. And then we just need to use options into that option. Oh, oops, that's not an extra turn, is it? But so much mana, I think we still go for it. Then go for all the mountains. Is he using Frostmage right now? No. Oh, I was going to say, how did he get the freeze? It's because he's using Sunspear, or whatever it's called. Not Sunspear. He's using, yeah, Sunspear. I was right. Yeah, it's called Sunspear. He's using Sunspear, which has that freeze on it at the start of battle. Problem, we didn't get full mana there. Solution, let's go get free Skull off of Cascade. That's a hit, right? Yes, go. Oh no, it's not! Oh no, the Doom Skull! The Doom Skull! I didn't calculate for the Doom Skull. Fail, mistakes were made. Ooh. Oh, to grab. Do we let him Skull poke us? I think we do. Please devour. Otherwise, we have problems there. We have problems here. Okay, let's go get his mana. I might just need to kill himself. Gotta kill something, most likely. Okay, we'll grab that, grab that. We can magically get full mana here. Which might actually happen. Where's guarantee extra turn? Without getting tripped up by a Doom Skull this time. Do we have one? I do not believe we do. I do not see a guarantee extra turn yet. There's not one there. There's not one there. The elves can only move for 3s. None of the reds can do anything. Oh, blue can. Hold up. We got extra turn blue. Right? And it will not be ruined by Doom Skull this time. Yeah, right there. Should be guarantee blue. Extra turn. Okay. Please don't fail. Good. Does that win? Okay, this we need to calculate out for. I don't believe that's win. You know what? I should have went for Yagway there. Because we could actually still lose. What's the full boost ratio? Gotta go do maths. Quite a few maths. Let's see. 49, 13. What does that come out to? That comes out to 62. What is 222 divided by 3? That is 71? No, not 71. 77, right? No, not 77. Yeah, no. 7. That's 210. And 4 more times. That's 74. So 74 into whatever number we said was this damage before. So 74 into 62. Why can't I do math right now? That's 130 something. But anyways, it's not enough. It's the bottom line. And it's probably not enough to clip the other kill either. So at this point, I think we just let him kill himself. This is our best bet here. I don't deny his mana. But no, anything we do is he's going to get a follow-up Yagway. It's actually somewhat problematic. This is a weird situation. You know what? I'm going to go kill the Iron Guy and just hope we get lucky enough to have to split damage is enough to kill. And it is not, which is even more problematic. Because we just killed our Iron Gut, which is obviously the most important thing on our team. It's normally just used as the final thing, so when you do your win condition, like we have for the other battles. This battle, not so much. But luckily, this thing does counter Daemons. That does count as a Daemon. Do you actually turn off a Daemons? Yes. Gain an extra turn if they're Daemon. So you know what? We might actually need to go use that aspect of her. Because we're going to hit, what's his name? We're going to hit, Yagway, which counts as Daemon, of course. We'll take that for now. Or at this point, we might just take a skull to kill it. Problem. We do not have a skull or extra turn for full mana. What's the game plan? I don't even have a good Cascade Skull, do I? I can't Cascade Skull there. I can't Cascade Skull there. Unless we just get pure luck. Which honestly, I might just try for the pure luck method. We'd have to take this blue, which will go into a purple, which means that needs to be a blue. Which means from there we also need a skull. The amount of luck we'd need for that to work is absurd. Let's try it. No, it didn't work. Which is to be expected. However, we did get full mana. And with that, we can actually just kill. But there we go. Okay. That didn't go as planned. Let's see. At least for that final one. But it scored 9,212. Yeah, we might need to try the Daughter of Ice eventually for it. Main thing that does is it should be able to convert away all red to blue. Isn't that her ability? Yeah, it converts all red to blue. She counts as brown, and we can empower that. So basically, as he uses Tapon, we can then go reverse it with Daughter of Ice, and then build a decent blue team around it using good brown blues. So that would be things like Corvash, and there's probably a mythic out there that's pretty broken. Oh yeah, Iron Gut. But let's see, what is every brown-blue option that's mythic? Because there's probably something really broken with it that I haven't been using. Because I haven't actually used her, I think. I used her once, I believe, for Guild War around the time when she came out. I don't think I've ever bothered using her since. I'm not sure if I specifically ever used her against Tapon. What am I looking for? I'm looking for base rarity. I am looking for that. Let's see. Which ones would it be good with? No, no, yes. Situational. No, no. Yes, just because there's so much red on the team. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people are using it with Grey King. I personally don't care for it, but Vashtagan, very situational. No, 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 yes. Oh wait, we just got down to legends. But yeah, it's probably Grey King if I had to guess. Because most Tapon teams run 3 of the same color. Or at least 2 of the same color. You have 2 reds. You have Yagway and you have Queen Titania. So you can double poke both of them. If nothing else. Which isn't hitting a lot, but it's hitting the most crucial things. Like the only things that really do a lot of damage. But anyways, worry about that next time. Yeah, Grey King and Iron Gut have the highest overall damage there. Well, I guess Megavore too. The only problem with Megavore is you have to sacrifice your turn. And you also have to get luck off of the 8% instant kill off his final trait. Anyways, let's go farm some EXP, get these other dailies down. Go hand out a code, and probably go grab the pet as well. We don't need the pet, but I need the food. To feed our other pets more food. If nothing else. Also, hello, Plumpko. Also, I haven't been looking at chat that much, sorry. I focus so much when Guild Wars starts. Hello, Zeddicus. Hello, Dartero. Let's see. Let's see. You can use Gob Tromper and one-shot that team. Oh yeah, the Goblin team that we faced, yes. Let's see. Give you wouldn't use Vosh spell in Guild War to avoid losing points. Wouldn't something else be better? If you're only using Vosh Dragon as your final kill option, you're not going to lose that many points at all. If you constantly keep casting him, like we did for like 2 of those battles, just because we got in a little bit of a sticky situation, it will lower your points quite a bit more. However, if you're only using it once as your win condition, when you use it for like double Iron Gut Devourer and then Vosh Dragon into Iron Gut in order to just wipe the entire enemy team, you will lose almost no points for doing so. You lose a small amount because that actually does count as a death, you devouring one of your own allies and then replacing them with a daemon. However, yeah, as long as you get the true damage down, even though you're devouring and even though you're killing one of your own allies, you're still getting enough points that it doesn't really score that low. Like that team can score, assuming we don't run into any trouble, that team can score around 9,400, 9,500, even though it has multiple things that can lower down its points. But yeah, when we keep getting into bad situations, it does start to lose points very quick. Because then we have to keep casting his ability, and every time we do counts as a death. Let's see. But yeah, we'll probably try something else for next time. I like the premise of the team. There's just better stuff out there, though. No, it still has point reduction. Let's see. Totally different game than your current level 39. Oh yeah, late game gets quite a bit different. Or at least as high as stats get and some of the strategies, that's for sure. Because by the time you reach late game, you have every option in the game, generally speaking. So there's a lot of very meta, weird builds out there. Let's see. Yeah, Iron Guts, don't sleep on Iron Gut for Guild Wars. I know a lot of people don't like using it for multiple reasons. One is it will never have enough to initially have enough attack to devour. The other is it technically lowers your score ever so slightly in Guild Wars. It's not that it lowers your score, it's just it doesn't count as damage. So it doesn't count towards that aspect of scoring. But if you win quick enough with it, it's not really going to lower your score. It's an option to consider, especially if you're getting as one of your first few mythics. What is your team's average mana cost? For what? You never really specified, I don't believe. Because depending on the game mode that we're doing, our average mana cost varies very heavily. I feel like my average mana cost is probably highest in something like Guild Wars or higher level factions. And it's absolute lowest for something like Explorer. So Vosh Dragon ends up eating a buffed Iron Gut, pretty much. And then that boost ratios his damage to basically wipe the rest of the team. That's the whole premise of that team. The whole premise of that team, if it ideally works correctly, the one that we just used for Guild War, is... we saw it for the first battle. The first battle it showed very well. But the whole premise of... where to go? For this team right here... is you cast Mountain Crusher, or you get mana on turn 1, you get Mountain Crusher to full. You then cast it. You ideally get Iron Gut up, or just keep kind of spamming Mountain Crusher. You then go for Hiking Iron Gut, ideally get a Devourer. You then go keep spamming Mountain Crusher again until you have enough mana to go do Iron Gut a second time. And then with that second Iron Gut, you'll have a 100% chance to Devour at that point, given that you just stole their attack. And generally speaking, you would probably have about 100 by then, or at least a really high number. And then you get your second Devour. Then at that point, you use your full mana Vosh Dragon into Iron Gut, and you just won. That's the whole premise of the team. And Obsidius is here as a board control option and for stun. You actually have stun plus curse. So it doesn't even matter if they have impervious. As long as they're not running those dooms, which no one would bother running. So basically every single thing in the entire game you'll be able to devour, which is the other whole premise of this team. Because Obsidius has stun and Vashtagan has curse. And with that combination, there isn't a single thing in the game that you cannot devour, with the only exception being indestructible. But there's only 6 indestructible troops, those little dooms, and no one's going to bother ever setting that on defend. So basically everything that would ever be set for Guild War defend, this team can devour with the stun curse combo. That's basically the whole premise. And then you have a double High King Iron Gut with nothing that has immune to it in a Guild War context. And then you just Vashtagan for the final kill. The only problem is Tapon denies your brown mana up pretty hard, which hinders that a little bit, to say the least. Unless you get a really lucky start there. Anyways, let's keep taking these out. Let's see. Hello, RapPF. Hello, Captain. Welcome, welcome. You had a 20-minute Guild War match today? Ouch. Yeah, that could definitely happen, especially if you're up against life or death or some kind of other annoying mechanic. Yeah, Egg Thief can go quite a while, especially if you don't have enough damage to kill it out. Let's see. Hello, Andrew Smith. Hello, Jefferson. Hello, Plumco. Hello, Original. Hello, I just skipped over some. Why did it skip so far? Can he kill himself? No. He cannot kill himself. Because he has Impervious. And you cannot devour something with Impervious. If he was cursed, I think he might be able to devour himself. But, it's why I casted on him during one of those final battles. You may have noticed I casted on himself. The reason for that is he still gets his boost ratio, but he doesn't end up killing. Which I didn't want him to get another kill, obviously, otherwise that would have lowered our score more. But that's why I ended up casting on himself at the end there. Because after you've already killed the Iron Gut, if you somehow still haven't won after doing so, you should always cast him on himself because he'll still get his boost ratio, but he also won't die. Assuming he's not cursed, which very rarely would occur. Let's see. But that's why he didn't kill himself. He is impervious. Hello, Andrew Smith. No problem for the video. Playing on phone seems rather bad now. Oh no, the phone version's not that bad. I personally prefer playing on PC, but it's definitely not bad. Keylime is using 2 Grey King with Daughter of Ice. Grey King would work. I'm not sure if you'd really go 2 Grey King for it, because you only really need 1 to get the disable, and then you'd probably want something else for more mana accumulation or as another damage source. Let's see. Also, hello, Isabel. Hello, Mobarashi. If you don't have the second Grey King, you can just use Corvash. Yeah, pretty much. Corvash is probably the best option for Brown Day, to be honest. I haven't been running it much lately, but Corvash for the longest time has been one of the best Brown Day options in the game. And it's mostly because he has double stun and double mana drain. And at one point, he had the best stun in the game as well. However, that now belongs to Obsidius, which is what we also used during that Guild War. And there's a reason why I keep using stun as well. For one, Brown has a lot of stuns. But Queen Titania has Fairy Fire. And in order to make that team do quite a bit less damage, you're going to want to go and stun her Fairy Fire capabilities. Otherwise, both Yagway and Queen Titania and the Flamerefer will all do 50% additional damage. And they're already doing a lot of damage, and you don't want them doing even more. Yes, you do not need Stun to Devour if you have Curse. However, it is still nice to have because you can overwrite traits, like I just mentioned. You can get rid of... It's not even so much so to be able to go get Devours in that case. More so the Curses. The Stun is more so to disable Queen Titania, more so than anything. Because one single extra turn disables her from Fairy Firing, which is the most important aspect to get rid of. Because that's a good majority of her value. Like almost half her value is Fairy Fire. You can get rid of that with a single stun. Or at least with Obsidius you can get rid of it with a single stun. With Corvash, it's kind of random. Because if you take an extra turn, it's going to stun a random one. And if she's normally placed in 3rd slot, and for that reason, a Corvash won't reach it. if she is placed that low. However, that's one of the reasons for Great King. Doesn't Great King have stun attached to it too, if I'm not mistaken? So you can end up getting the stun off of double red poke and do it that way. Last night you managed to 500 with Pure Faction Team. Congratulations, nice. It was difficult since you bought so much tier 7. Oh, it wasn't difficult, I was gonna say. But yeah, generally anytime you do potions should be decently easy. Not necessarily always, it can still be, some devils are harder than others, of course. But yeah, definitely can make it a bit easier. And Warren's is one of the ones that can be made quite a bit easier with potion effects, given that you get quite a lot of positive stats effects off of the Lunas. It is actually possible to run that kingdom without potions. However, it requires an absurdly high amount of luck off of Luna, because you need to constantly keep getting barrier, and you need to constantly keep getting good effects like Fairy Fire or Death Mark onto the enemies, and actually having those Death Marks triggering. But it's an interesting build to say the least, because you have to use 3 Lunas with a bunny. But yeah, potions definitely help it out a lot, particularly that kingdom, since you have full AoE damage and extra magic gets a lot of value. Since every 7 magic, or every single one of those potions that you get ends up giving you 28 additional damage, assuming your whole enemy team is alive. Also, taking that right there just reminded me, I need to hand out code. I still haven't done that yet. Let me go do that. That also reminds me, I haven't marked them down recently either. I believe we used up to the 4th one. However, let me double check the 4th one just in case. So I believe I need to give out the 5th one. I also need to go mark that down right now before I forget. Oh no, never mind. I haven't used the 4th one yet. Interesting. I could have sworn we did yesterday. I guess we did not. The more you know. There you guys go. And let me go mark that down right now as well before I forget. But there's the code. Use it on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Same place as always. And that little blinking thing right there. Oh, never mind. It's not blinking. I thought it looked like it was blinking for a second. But we should have it in our mail. It's just not showing it yet. Okay, where's the thingy thing? Let me just go mark these 4. So theoretically, I could just mark the most recent one. And then we know, obviously, everything above it we've used. Well, we'll go to that. Boom, save. Okay. Anyways, that's that. Okay. Yep, no problem, everyone. And get the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Same thing as always. There you guys go. Enjoy. Of course, your invite code can be found in the free settings menu. Redeem codes right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters. And hell, it almost says Delta. That's funny. And I actually never flew Delta Airlines. I've only ever flown Spirit and American Airlines. And give same thing as always. And it's only usable on PC mobile version. Okay, let me go change these to armors since we're running that right now. Actually, probably pure armor. Aren't we running Rowan? Actually, no. Let's go back to because I'm about to run key team. I need to go do dungeons. I need to go do the pet because we might as well go clean up the pet. And we'll probably be using key team for that, which is why I changed to that. Not like it really makes too much of a difference having the extra magic or anything. The 20% helps. Everything else won't really matter. I guess it gains a little bit more of an initial gold, so I guess I shouldn't say it doesn't matter. It actually does help a little bit there. I guess he gains 8 additional gold there, if I'm not mistaken, off of that. Great, because it's based on your magic. Oh no, it's actually based on your life. Never mind. So if we wanted to get that higher, we'd actually want to go life. So there's actually an argument to be made that this team is actually best with 20% mana start and 16 life. You're on Goblin Thief team, Turnip, String, King Gob, Iron Gut in that order. For what? Not for Brown Guild Warrior because String isn't brown. What do you run that for? But yeah, it's a nice loop. Goblins have quite a few loops. And that is one of them. Hey, you remember your password, yay. Congratulations. Which one? Your one for Gems of War? I just almost always reset it because I keep forgetting it. because it auto-generates a bunch of random numbers and letters. So I don't normally bother remembering it. Because I don't think you can actually customize it. Hey, you run it for everything? Yeah, I guess you could run it for your dailies and everything. And maybe even bring it over to Explore. Where's the pet? The main reason you see me using Key for a lot of stuff is it can normally win at the same speed as things like that when upscaling to like mid-range. But it also gains a bunch of resources while doing so. Which is one of its big benefits. I don't feel like as many people use this these days though. But apparently some people still explore with it. I mostly just use it for dailies though. Just because it gives us even more resources while still winning at the same rate of most quick teams. But it gives extra gold and extra treasure maps. Not like the extra treasure maps really matter much. But nonetheless, it gives extra gold. Because that's not any slower than just about anything else you would use there. Oh, your email account. Oh, yeah, I need to go set my password on one of my other emails. I actually couldn't access it while I was away because I completely forgot the password. Because I never saved it to my new computer. But I'll need to do a double check on that, like this weekend. Make sure, like, absolutely everything's on this computer. Because there's still several things I don't have on it. Some things I'm deliberately not putting on it, though. Like the Adobe programs. You got 2 Nisha since you went live? Wow, congratulations, Mobarashi. I don't think I still haven't gotten a single Nisha since I've gotten 3 medals in Nisha. It has been that long since I've gotten a Nisha. However, I also haven't been grinding for Nishas as much in that time. Because a lot of Explore I have been doing in that time has been for hero class grinding. Still rather unlucky though. Because I think I've gone an entire month without a Nisha. Yeah, congrats, Mobarashi. I'll take that for now. But even though we're not getting any Nishas, we've sure been getting a lot of medals nonetheless. We're 1/3 the way there to get any achievement, which we'll get around eventually. Two more. Unfortunately, Key no longer kills at this area, though. Even if we went all magic, it doesn't have enough damage to kill. In almost every instance. Unless we get like a skull poke like we did there. In which case it does have enough. But the last slot will never have enough. As you can tell. Even if we had an extra little bit of magic, would have made a difference there to kill. Okay, he's going to be a little bit annoying with that mana drain. Luckily, you can't target my stealthy, so never mind. Maybe not that annoying. I just realized we're using Diabolist right now instead of the other hero class. Though we do need Diabolist EXP, so I guess that works. Diabolist actually is my lowest level hero class right now. Even lower than the Archmagus that we've been leveling. Actually, I believe they're the only 2 I have below 70. Weren't they? Or were there a few others? Wait, weren't they the only 2? Pretty sure I'm not going crazy. I believe they were the only 2. Diabolist at 60 and Archmagus at 64. I believe are the only two I still have below 70. I'll take that over. Grab key. Doesn't get kill. The deviled eggs will tank for us. Speaking of deviled eggs, I had deviled eggs today. They're nice. If you ever wonder why I call it deviled eggs, it gains 666 extra stats from being gold medaled. So now I call it deviled eggs every single time. There we go. We got a dragon out of the deviled eggs. Let's see, just for fun, let's see what we get out of the dragon. We get ourselves a useless Wyvern. Wyverns are really bad in this game. All it does is a double poke damage and a double poison. It seems like a perfect synergy for Scorpius, but it doesn't even work that well with Scorpius. Oh, it's kind of funny, is it even came out prior to Scorpius ever existing. Oh, nice, 16 gems for 17 tribute. Of course, it's one less than whatever tribute number is, which also means we get double that amount of key. The amount of gems you get is the number of your tributes minus 1, and the number of gold keys you get is the number of tributes minus 1 times 2. With the prior section in brackets, obviously, so you do the minus 1 first. Okay, so that's that. Oh, we're almost above 7 million souls again, so that's gonna go down very quickly once we start meddling things again. But anyways, rest of the stream we'll probably just mess with leveling up Zero Glass then. So we've been doing his Asian quite a bit recently. I guess we'll continue. And let's go run. What am I looking for? Let's go run my Explorer. And yeah, let's go get like a level or 2 on this thing. Probably still a level for now. Not sure how far we are from that. For all we know, we could just get a level instantly. Could be 1 XP away. Ragnargord, Glaceon, Wrath, and Mountain for brown attack. As you got no Iron Gut and Grey King. Why Mountain in last slot? I assume you mean Mountain Crusher. Generally, you would never want to use Mountain Crusher in last slot. Also, Wrath, while not required, generally would want to be used in first slot. Because more often than not, Mountain Crusher is only ever used in first and second. Wrath's almost always used in first and second. Glaceon's almost always used in first and second. Rag can be used in basically anything that isn't last. Only a Cedric. Oh well, better than nothing. It could have been a token of guard. Because technically you never want to see tokens of guard or tokens of Yasmins. Because you could just always use Cedrics since there's so many Cedrics instead for those. If you need to. Yeah, I'll explode that. And let's wipe it out. If anyone still has any other questions, do let me know. And tomorrow, of course, we'll be having our class events. Class event should be for, let's see, it's a Black Hawk event, so it should be Core Zero tomorrow. Have we had Blue Guild War yet this week? I don't think we have. Core Zero is pretty good for Blue Guild War. So you'll be able to use it for that. Or, you know, get it upgraded for that. So that's somewhat relevant if you want to go get Core Zero upgraded a bit. And you want to just power level it. Or at least just get a little bit of EXP towards it. When is Blue Guild War this week? I we get Corsair tomorrow, and it's on Friday, so that works out quite perfectly. Because that means after the day's over, we'll have Friday, which will have Blue Guild War on it. Yeah, Corsair. I think it's called Corsair. I sometimes say Corsair though. I don't know. One of them's correct. It's the one that gives +3 blue. The pirate one, or I should say the rogue one. It's the only rogue hero class in the game. Which is somewhat relevant because now we have 50% rogue start as well. Yeah, let's grab that. Take ourselves the other poke and dead. Corsair. That sounds about right. I'll take it. Corsair. There we go. Let's just go with that and assume it's right. Surprised this thing hasn't leveled yet. Because we did all the dailies off of 2 XP each for each of them too. It must have just been on a level up. Okay, I'll Splody Splode. And dead. Not dead. Wait, are we not running armor right now? Hold up. Are we not running armor? Because why would it not die? That's not a team that it shouldn't kill on. I think I'm not running armor right now. No wonder. Okay, well, that was pretty obvious. I am not running armor. I was gonna say, that should always kill that. I know what it kills and doesn't kill. And that is something that it should kill. Now it will. Because now we have 24 more damage than we just had before. Actually, I shouldn't say 24 more. It's, because we had 8 magic earlier, so it's, what? That's, 16 more damage. Which would have been enough to kill the 8 damage that we were missing the previous battle. Or 12, whatever it was. Now we have 16 more. Oh, there's some useless amethysts. They need to make metals more obvious during team creation. Yeah, it's kind of hidden. Because if you're just in the troop menu, you actually have no clue what your bonus is unless you just wait and click on a card to see what the bonus is. And you have no way of setting it in that location. And they said they're probably not going to change it to the location of banners and everything. You know how you have like the banners and the class and all that there. They said that they're probably not going to add medals there. The medals has the same issue that hero classes used to have until they fixed it a while back. And that is heroes at one point in the game used to be set globally. So you would have to have one hero set and then every single team you have would be set to that hero class. Obviously, that has changed since then. 4 mythic ingots, that's not useful to us. But that has been changed since then, so that you can set it per team. But now the same exact issue occurs to medals, where now you have one global medal bonus that applies to every single one of your teams. And it is impossible to set it per team. Maybe they'll eventually do a function for it to set per team, but from what they said in the past, they're probably not going to, actually. Which makes it a little bit clunky in some situations. Mostly Guild Wars, because it applies to your defend team, but it also applies to every other team that you're also doing. So if someone fights me right now, my defend team will have 24 armor rather than the normal metal setup, which is obviously bad because that team does not want to have 24 armor. But we need 24 armor so we can do what we're doing now more efficiently. Though I highly doubt that many people are going to fight us at this point. Maybe like 1 or 2 more. Hey, that reminds me, I didn't check the forum this stream. I didn't even double check to see if we might have gotten the patch today. I assume not, since no one's mentioned it. It's a pretty small patch that it's possible it could already happen and we don't even know. But no, I'm pretty sure it didn't launch. Nope, no patch. Yeah, it's probably next week. Because it probably has some amount of troop balance and they don't want to do it during a Guild War week. So it's probably going to be on Monday or Tuesday next week will be next patch. That has not been confirmed, but it's probably going to be the case. Monday, Tuesday next week, 1 to 2. Potentially even Sunday night. I think they've done it Sunday night before. So I think they don't do that anymore just so the event doesn't mess up. But yeah, Monday or Tuesday night is most likely. Or at least Eastern Standard Time nights. Like when we normally stream on those days, on Mondays and Tuesdays. Yeah, the special adventure task should be interesting. Supposedly what the special adventure task is, which is probably the most noteworthy thing that's actually in next patch. However, it's still pretty small in the scheme of things. But basically what it is for various holidays, they will have a special adventure board task that will have different loot than what is normally available. Supposedly it will replace the leftmost task, which is very beneficial if it does. Because the leftmost task is the lowest rarity task. Because, of course, it goes from the lowest rarity to the left and the highest rarity to the right. So it's going to replace something that generally is not worth anything whenever we do end up getting that task. And basically, they're going to be running that for various holidays. The next one we'll probably have that for is either going to be Lunar New Year or Valentine's Day. For the first time that ever happens. What kind of extra loot we have from it, we don't really know. We won't really know until we see the very first event. But it could be anything like a pet, could be a bunch of food, could be, you know, whatever they feel like making it for. It's basically just a way to kind of add a bit more resources to it. I think their reasoning behind not making it medal per team is they did kind of want to keep it as a global bonus. You know, something that applies to all your teams. Rather than having to micromanage every single one of your teams for it. The only problem with that is you would want to micromanage it for every single one of your teams. It's kind of like the same dilemma hero classes had. Like, they never thought people would want to set like a unique hero class for every single team. And then increasingly the meta has shifted into wanting to set a specific hero class to every team. And medals are kind of the same way. And similar to medals and classes, well, you can theoretically use Titan for every single class, and you could theoretically use something like a 20% mana start into 8 magic for every single team. Obviously, switching it for some specific situations is better. Like, for example, this team, which runs better with 24 armor than it does with any other setup. Which is something that you run for barely any other team, but for this specific team, it's better. Oh, so we gained a level there. For level 65. Didn't even make much mention of it. But we did get the level I wanted. Oh, you use Zugaf and Iron Gut in Guild Wars? Generally you don't necessarily want to do that. You could go one or the other. It is not that advised to use both. Well, for one, you can only ever run that on Blue Guild War Day. But the other reason being, neither of their hits count as damage. Instant kill nor devour counts as damage for how Guild War gets scored. And while having one of them is fine, and having another damage source to pick up the slack of them not doing any damage counting is fine. But when those two are your only damage sources, which if you're using them in the same team is likely going to be the case, you're going to lose a lot of score. Because the only thing you're really getting damage from is Zugaf Skulls. And that's it. Which is not going to be enough to score well. Instant Kill and Devour do not count for any damage in Guild Wars from a scoring perspective. Why that is, I have no clue, but it is the case. You did 5-0 today on PS4 Purple. Congrats, nice. Yeah, both of mine scored pretty low. However, I am 5-0 this week so far. We scored 9,400 yesterday and 9,200 today. Which is a bit low, but at least we didn't lose. And sometimes in Guild Wars, that's kind of the main goal you're going for. Because one single loss counts for a lot of point loss. It's like a 2,000 point difference between doing bad but getting 5-0 still. Because even if you do horrifically bad on 5-0 with full bonus, you're scoring at least like 9,000 or so. But if you lose even once, you're scoring like 7,000 something. Like high 7,000s. It's costing you at least 1,000. Normally closer to 1,500. You want the Moon for the Lunar New Year? I need to max the guy out. I don't think we will be. I will be getting a new 2020 Lunar pet. Though they might do it the week prior. But the actual week of it, we'll be getting a new pet. We got the 2019 one the other weekend on Saturday. But the 2021 we should be getting in, I think, 2 Wednesdays from now? So probably 2 weeks from now. Because isn't Lunar New Year on the 25th, if I'm not mistaken? So they would probably run the pets on the 20... Would that be the 29th? I don't know, maybe they'll run it the week before, I'm not sure. We'll find out. It's definitely within the next 2 pets, that's for sure. It's either next week or Wednesday or the following week, Wednesday. But anyways, any other questions, anyone? Otherwise, I'll probably be wrapping up for tonight. As soon as we finish out this battle. And tomorrow we have the Corsair Hero class. We'll mess with the Guild War Day. And, gosh, I should hopefully get that video up. I don't know, I just been feeling so weird lately. Between the combination of depression and other factors. But, I really need to get that video up. So sorry for not having it out already. I actually already recorded the one for last week, too. I just don't have it posted yet. I'll get them posted basically at the same time at this point. But anyways, that'll be very soon. And other than that, of course, we'll be running over Archmagus, of course. I haven't actually done a video on this guy since I was away at the time. And also because we didn't have it leveled. But we'll have it to level 70 before Purple Guild War. And we'll have all that out and ready to go for this Saturday. And, yeah. And then we'll just mess around with the Guild War Day every single week. Because, of course, Archmagus, the whole point of that hero class is almost Purple Guild War. Like, 90% of the instances you're legit going to use it is going to be Purple Guild War Day. And maybe, I guess, Purple Tower of Doom as well. But particularly Purple Guild War. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. We'll be back tomorrow, as we are every single night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hour prior to now tomorrow. And, yeah, have a wonderful night. Catch you guys later. Thank you so much again for stopping by, and I'll see all of you soon. Best of luck with the events and everything tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone, and good night.